Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gav Major and this is WoWs Weekly. WoWs Weekly is the weekly news video which covers news of World of Warships Legends in the week past and the week coming up. Also a place where I can do some channel admin and some speculations regarding the game. So first of all, we obviously are in week 4 of the patch. That means we're closing on to the last week. So if you're going to be pushing towards getting the Georgia completed, you're getting close to the deadline. However, I will obviously remind you next week that we are upon the deadline. Now, in regards to the semi-recent live stream from the community managers, the American Independence Day one, now I didn't get to cover this off in last week's WoWs Weekly simply because I actually didn't watch it. I usually end up watching the live streams on catch-up because usually when they're streaming I'm usually working or just finished work and got to do stuff around the house. So I usually have to watch them on catch-up, and it's just simply down to try and find the time to do so. Usually I try and watch them when I'm working, but I just haven't got round to it that week. So having rewatched it, there's not really anything there. The only real item of news there is they have confirmed that the next season of Arena will be a higher tier. Whether this is tier 5 again, or whether we can actually see it push up to tier 6. Basically, it's not going to be tier 3 and it's not going to be tier 4 again. It will be a higher tier. So at least that's some good news. Because I know some people have got a little bit tired of this low tier stuff that we seem to be getting in regards to ranked and arena. Now, I guess in regards to what's been going on, this week we have seen the return of Warhammer 40k. This was a collaboration that was done a while back, and it's basically come to the store again. I think this is like the third time this has come to the store. So this time, obviously, we're seeing the return of the same 2 commanders, the same 2 ships, the same crates, some same personal missions which allow you to get the emblems and things like that. Now, this will be available until July the 26th, which is going to place you practically at the end of this patch. Now, in regards to what else is kicking around, they have introduced a new free bundle within the console stores. This is the 1,000-ton package. Now, this will grant you a tier 2 destroyer, the American destroyer Samson. It'll also give you 20 red, white and blue camouflages and 10 rare of the following boosters: ship XP, credit, commander XP, global XP and battle boosters. So all in all, that's quite nice. This has been made available from July the 13th, so 2 days ago. Only yesterday as the time of recording, but by the time you're hearing this, it's been 2 days. So that's obviously interesting. Now, I know that should be available for everyone on Xbox. Regarding the PlayStation, I'm not 100% certain. I haven't checked myself. Potentially could be only available for people who have PlayStation Plus. However, I haven't checked whether it's available for those who don't. Personally, I don't use PlayStation Plus because I don't need it. However, I'll have a check of that, and or if any of you guys have checked it, feel free to comment down below for the information of everyone else. Now, in regards to what else is going on, well, this Friday, the 16th, there will be the 3rd episode of Ships of the Line. This will feature the French battleships, and it's going to obviously feature Prince Blip going over the history, while the Sailing Robin provides some gameplay. This will be happening at 4 PM UTC, so I'll allow you to adjust for your personal time zones. In regards to things that they've given away, well, this week is obviously seeing the Bastille Day, I guess you could say, from 2021. Basically, it's the French calendar day, I guess you could say. And so a redeem code for a Bastille Day 2021 flag has been made available. The redeem code and the link to redeem it will be down in the description. This has been made available on World of Warships Legends social media. However, if you have missed it, it's there for your ease and requirement, I guess you could say. In regards to channel news, so obviously Friday's stream got pushed back to Thursday last week. This Friday I do plan to stream on Friday. It will just be the later slot because the wife's obviously home again. So that'll be the 21:30 hours to 23:30 hours BST, allow you to adjust for your local time zones as required. This Monday didn't see an average report simply because this weekend I was preoccupied. We had visitors over, brother-in-law. It was nice to see them, and so that obviously meant that we were pretty much busy the whole time. In regards to other channel news, I know I have to review the Nevada, I know I have to review the Tennessee, and I probably need to try and do a Let's Play in the Conqueror and maybe the August Parsifal, but having gained some inspiration regarding the Amalfi, I thought I'd go see if what I'm seeing from people's comments and stuff is actually true. The issue is it doesn't seem to be true. Generally, I couldn't really find a fault with the cruiser if played correctly. Yeah, so I thought I'd put that out there, just showing like this is how I play her. This is my general experience of her. And I was expecting maybe to see maybe some negative feedback or something, but ironically, it seems like quite a lot of you either agree or are impartial to the Amalfi. So that was quite a pleasant surprise. I am going to try and crack on with some of the other videos, so we might see videos on Fridays returning at least for a short duration. Obviously, next week we are expecting the patch notes. Now, in regards to the patch notes, obviously. I'll be doing a live stream covering the patch notes, so feel free to attend that. That'll be probably Thursday next week, which is the most likely day of the patch notes coming out. That also means that WoWs Weekly next week will be delayed and will come out shortly after the patch notes, and it will cover a very brief cover of the patch notes for those of you who are just looking for a quick update on it. And then obviously we can look at the patch notes in a lot more depth later on. In regards to speculations, well, what do we know? We know that Kansas will become researchable. We know the American early access battleship tech tree that has been made early access this patch will become fully researchable next patch. I doubt they'll introduce any other tech trees next patch. I mean, well, they dropped 2 on us this patch, so I doubt they're going to drop 1 next patch. Obviously, next patch is going to be spinning over into August. August is the month where World of Warships Legends was launched officially, and so this year will be the 2-year anniversary of the official launch of World of Warships. So I'd say definitely anticipate something in regards to that. Last year we had, I think it was Legendary Birthday or something like that, kind of bureau mission, which allowed us to earn loads of interesting rewards along the way. Potentially we could see something like that again this year, or there could be, and I would say probably expect there to be returns of certain past events, potentially discounted. Whether we could see a return of Zerlang, whether we could see a return of the Transformers, Godzilla vs Kong. We're in the return of the Warhammer 40k, so I doubt that will return, but you never know. But yeah, so expect probably discounts on premium ships as well. But also next patch, fingers crossed, I would hope that they release 2 new ships to the Bureau. People are starting to complete the Bureau projects on the Worcester and the Kleber, and those of you who have been doing the Bureau projects as they've been released have probably been completing them before they drop the next 2, and I'm hoping that the next 2 will come next patch, just try and keep things rolling. We obviously have that tile in the Bureau at the moment that says coming soon, so potentially we could see 2 ships and a birthday mission. We could see maybe 1 ship and a birthday mission. It's all swings and roundabouts. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we actually get some cruisers. We're seeing the Worcester come in. Now the Worcester isn't, from what I've been seeing / reading, she doesn't seem to be that amazing or that impressive, so let's hope that maybe we can get some more cruisers in there and start adding some diversity to the legendary tier gameplay. I guess is the best way to put it. Obviously probably not going to be legendary tier carriers, not yet, not until they've at least settled what they're going to be doing with carriers, and once they've got the carriers settled is the best way to put it. Now, any other speculations? I don't really think so. I mean, the chances are that the campaign ship next patch will probably be a tier 7. I'd say there's probably a 90% chance of it being a tier 7, and there's probably a 60% chance it would be a battleship. However, I wouldn't complain if it is actually something else. It would be nice to actually get a destroyer. But let's wait and see how that comes along. Global XP, we know they are floating the idea that the next Global XP ship will be a tier 7 destroyer. Whether that be next patch, whether it be a bit later on, I can't quite determine. Obviously, they don't want to introduce too much at the same time, so maybe they might push that back. If it is going to come out, maybe they might push that back to the August-September patch, maybe. That'll probably make a bit more sense, like from just trying to think of it as an economical point of view. And obviously expect probably 1 or 2 premium ships to come out next patch if they do, which hopefully will keep bolstering the amount of ships in the game. Well, that's all my speculations, a bit that cover the schedule and the channel, along with the weekly news. I hope you have enjoyed this WoWs Weekly and that it's kept you up to date. If you have any of your own speculations, admittedly, because the patch notes will be out soon, more likely I'll just be discussing them with you down in the comments, but feel free to comment down below. If you enjoy this kind of content, let's say thank you very much, especially if you're a subscriber. Feel free to subscribe though, if you're not a subscriber. It is free at the end of the day. And down in the description is the usual stuff, email address of the channel and Patreon. Until next time, I'm the Galloping Major, and back to the port.
Hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the Galloping Major. Bumpity, 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 bump. Get out of the way there, you fellows, unless you want me to run you down. Yes, this is the life. Now, hey, hey, clear the way. Here comes the Galloping